welcome back to another episode of Carmella's Corner. I am here today with a very special guest, Bobby, who plays Ant'ny. I'll let you go ahead and introduce yourself a little bit to the people. You can tell them a little bit about what you do, who you are. We'll not bring up the fact that I'm dressed like a scarecrow at all.
Okay, sounds like a plan. Bobby, Ricci, yes, and I do play Ant'ny, and I've been playing Ant'ny since I think 2015. It's been a long time.
Been a minute.
Oof, time flies, I'll tell you. Feels like yesterday though. What do I do?
Like for work?
Oh, for
just,
work. In my real life, I'm a banker. I work for Bank Rhode Island, and I've been with them for 12 years, 12 and a half. So that's about it.
Yeah, people know you as Ant'ny by now. You're the face of the show a little bit.
It's odd that that I do. Sometimes people do come up to me and say, "Hey, don't you Ant'ny?"
Oh my God, that's funny.
And that's it. Hey, you Ant'ny? Okay.
Well,
good to see you.
In case anybody, Ant'ny.
Always say hi. It's always fun.
Ant'ny is one of the main characters of this series, so a lot of people probably already know about him. But if there's anybody out there who hasn't seen these shows before, maybe you want to tell them a little bit about who Ant'ny is, how he kind of fits into the family dynamic. Yes.
So Ant'ny Claus is the younger brother of Santa Claus.
The
Santino Clausini, actually, because Clausini's they're Italian.
From North Providence.
From North Providence. I live in a raised ranch in North Providence with I have my own crew. I'm the backup plan for Santino. So if he can't go, I go. That's kind of how it works. And so I have my own crew. I have my own head elf, Bruno, who's the oversized elf. And then I got my lead reindeer, which everyone loves. Benny Blue Balls.
I was gonna say, are you gonna say what the name?
Absolutely.
It's no spoiler.
and so on and so forth. And then my mother-in-law bugs me a lot, and my wife drinks a lot, and my kids are just stupid a lot. So, but that's basically how I kind of fit into the dynamic. And the whole story started with me just wanting to finally go on the trip. So that's how episode 1 starts. So
right, and now we're all the way here where not only now are you playing Ant'ny, but you're also playing our kind of Scrooge equivalent in our little parody of Scroogini. And something that people may not know if they're not invested in all the Ant'ny lore is that you've been in this show previously, A Christmas Carmella, but the last time we did A Christmas Carmella, Ant'ny wasn't in the show. Scroogini was just kind of an independent character.
Yeah.
So how is that different this year to be like Ant'ny and playing a different character as well?
Well, it's kind of interesting because, I, Bobby Ricci himself, I don't consider myself really an actor. It's my name. All of a sudden, the guy who doesn't consider himself an actor acts as if he's Ant'ny, who has to now become an actor to be Scroogini. So it's kind of odd.
It's a lot of levels for someone who doesn't consider themselves to be an actor. Exactly.
Exactly, it is. But the character of Ant'ny is just it's basically how I grew up. So it's a farce. You kind of exaggerate a little bit more with the
but
voice.
It comes from a place of.
But it comes from it's like not a big deal. It's kind of how we talked when we were kids, and kind of be a cavone and things like that. So, I find it to come very natural, and I'm honored. I've been honored for years that Frank even had the confidence to have me do this role.
It's hard to picture anybody else now in your shoes, man.
But, and once again, that doesn't register with me.
Right.
So, but Frank, developed that character years and years ago, and for him to have me do it, and then he has confidence in me to do in this particular show. It's kind of. I don't even have the confidence he has.
I was gonna say, you're being very modest right now. I think a lot of us have that confidence in you, and you seem like one of the only ones who doesn't. Oh, Ant'ny, that was so cool.
Yeah, well, that's I'm very self-deprecating, so
I can relate.
but I always have a blast doing them, and the casts are always a lot of fun. The people I meet and get to
I love
play
that
with
part.
is just you can't duplicate that anywhere else.
Over the years, even though you have been playing Antony for quite a few years, you've played a couple other characters too in the past. In the past,
Yes, I have.
the first time I met you was as Persnickety, the elf,
Oof.
in the
never to be
the
seen
Andy
again.
show that will never be seen again. But do you have a favorite of the characters that you've played in these shows? Is Antony kind of because it relates to you, or is there one that like doesn't relate to you at all, so it was really fun to play, or?
Not in these shows really, because I was always allowed to kind of just be me.
All of the characters are very relatable.
Even when I was in this show in the past, I played Fredo.
Who's just
Fred.
kind yeah.
Yeah, okay, no big deal. But other shows that we have done have been interesting. I mean, we did Laughed on the 23rd Floor.
Oh yeah.
That was unbelievably fun to do and different. But all the things that Frank writes, so-called writes, he kind of puts a concept together, and now you have to act something out. Those dinner shows, Blackbeard's Booty.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And we've done the Law and Order series.
That's right, all the parody stuff.
Yeah, and those things are just crazy to even think I've ever done them. So.
I was gonna say, and you're over here saying you're not an actor. Now you're listing off your whole long resume.
It does seem that way. No, I'm not.
He's not.
I'm a banker and a baseball player mainly.
Baseball. I mean, do you want to talk about that at all? Baseball is definitely something very different from what we're doing here. Where that's a side of you that people might not necessarily know about if they only know you from the Ant'ny world.
This is true.
Up with that?
I've been playing baseball all my life, and I play in the old man leagues now. I play in 3 of them, which I think I'm going to retire from a couple of them because I'm not getting any younger, and I break down more often.
Too much right now.
But no, I've been playing all these years. I play in a 40 and over, 50 and over, 52 and over, and we play in the tournament every year. So it's team sports, just like being in a
unrelated but related
whatever,
at the same time.
It's a team sport, no matter how you slice it, and that's where you meet a lot of great people. You have a lot of good fun. You support each other, which is also cool. So there's a lot of similarities between the two, actually. So
that's a great way to look at it. I can tell you're always a team player on stage. You're always trying to help people out. Help people get to the jokes. Help you. If we're getting lost, try and help everyone get on their their right way back. So it makes a lot of sense that you make those connections between
I do that
different areas of
selfishly,
your life.
In acting, I do that selfishly because I'm afraid to miss a cue. So.
Especially in a show like this where everybody's improvising 75% of the lines, and then maybe we get the script right a couple times.
Yeah, so I'm deathly afraid of missing cues and blacking out because I've done that before. You may not have known, but I have. I've skipped 5 pages of dialogue once.
I feel like I was there for that. That is a story I think I remember being like, wait a minute, did they what?
Yeah.
All of us have those stories. That should not be a backstage secret. You should know right now that all of us have done it at least once, probably more than once. And for people there are people, like we've already said a couple times, there are people who know you from this stuff, and you've been here for a little while. So for those people, as someone who has also, been a part of the Ant'ny family for quite a while now, why do you think people should come see this new production of A Christmas Carmella, and how is it different than, some of the other versions we've kind of done in the past?
Okay, that's a great question. And it's a simple answer. It's just totally different. The story's the same, obviously, but the way it's being told is different. And having the characters and I don't know if I should say it, but I guess I will. Having the characters play the characters.
Oh yeah, you can say that. Christina and Paul have said that already.
Yeah, so having the characters from Ant'ny Claus be the characters in the story of Scrooge or A Christmas Carol, it adds a totally different dynamic to. If you've seen it before, it's not going to be the same. I mean, everyone's not the same anyway because, Frank has a loose script. So anytime something happens in a rehearsal, it becomes part of the show if he likes it. And it's usually a countdown, 1, 2, 3, that stays. Excuse me. So, but this one is totally different in that, once again, there's breaks into character and out of character, and it's really, really creative.
Yeah,
and fun.
And Christina was saying too, which I think always adds a new dynamic. We always have a slightly different cast every year, but this year we have a lot of new people with a really good mix. We have basically half and half between people who are brand new and people who have been here quite a few years at the same time. So I think that's another level of it. We haven't gotten super far into rehearsals so far, but what has that been like, working with people that you've been working with, for a few years versus people that are brand new?
Let's see, the first rehearsal that I attended,
I know we've only done a few so far.
Yeah,
so
but the first one I didn't know a few people, and actually even the second one I didn't know one or two people, and I was like, who's Vic?
Right, where did you come from?
I don't know who these people are. No offense, but I mean I don't know. So
we will know them.
But we
soon.
will. We'll be part of the family, and we'll hug it out. It's all good. It's always a lot of fun to meet new people and see the amazing talent of new people. And I learn from all these people too. So it's all good. There's nothing bad about this.
Never
anything bad. And once again, you should come see the show, because it's just And I might even do another little Facebook Live thing just to promote it a little further.
Oh.
For those of you who may have seen me a couple of years ago during COVID, when I did my hour-and-a-half long Facebook Live one Sunday morning.
I do not recall that.
Oh, I think you got to see that.
What?
That's amazing television or whatever. Amazing Facebook Live, whatever you call it.
Well, I will have to check that out, as will everyone at home, as well as checking out if you do end up doing some kind of live stream. Be on the lookout for that.
Be on the lookout for that.
That'll definitely, maybe we'll have you doing some backstage live stream before the show.
It's usually a colorful Sunday morning where you might get around noontime and you have to open up a bottle of wine and toast each other.
I'm surprised I haven't seen this. I definitely.
I lost my mind one Sunday morning. Just a quick story. One Sunday morning during COVID, obviously we're all shut in, and I get up, I shower, I get dressed, I dress up as Ant'ny. My wife is like, "What are you doing? Have you lost your mind?" She had no idea why I was dressed as Ant'ny. I go downstairs and I set up my computer, and boom, Facebook Live, and I just talked about absolutely nothing.
That is amazing.
And it lasted for an hour and a half, because as people joined, I started talking to them.
And
repeating stuff. So
we definitely need to set up some kind of pre-show, backstage, live, something or other for you to do. Be on the lookout for that. It's coming.
It was fun.
That is amazing. Is there anything else you'd like to share with everyone before we kind of sign off?
No, I think that's it. Once again, buy tickets now.
Yes, they are on sale. Link in the description of this video and on our Facebook event page.
They do go quickly, so get them now, and you won't be sorry.
Definitely not.
You'll have a good time. And once again, like I tell all my friends and coworkers and whatever, if you come to the show, I don't care if you're laughing at me, with me, or near me, you're laughing. That's all that matters.
Couldn't put it better myself. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Bobby. This has been such a great interview.
Thank you.
Be sure to catch us next time on Carmella's Corner, where we'll be back with another exciting guest. And I will not be dressed like a scarecrow, which we are still not going to explain in any capacity. We'll just let you wonder what that's about. But we will see you next time on Carmella's Corner.
Peace out.